Hi there, Dave Markham here for the Brockporter. Still talking about the Fire District news. You know, this little insert that was in the Sunday Suburban News, Hamlin Clarkson Herald on August 22nd. And this is commentary number 3. And I'm on the first page, and they're talking about the benefits of having a fire district. And they say all residents of the district will have the right to vote for those who create the fire budget and spend the fire tax dollars. Sounds swell, doesn't it? All residents of the district will have the right to vote for those who create the fire budget and spend the fire tax dollars. Well, what they don't tell you is that the election is the second Tuesday of December and voter turnout is notoriously low. If you think voter turnout for the school district budget is low, you've seen nothing when it comes to fire districts. Nobody shows up. If they get 1% or 2% of the voters actually go out, and usually you get to vote for one of the commissars out of the 5 who are on the board. So the fact that you can go out and vote really is much of nothing, right? And what do these people do? Well, they get to draw up a budget annually and set the tax rate for the property owners in the fire district. So they also have the power to acquire real property and easements. This is on page 2 in here. It tells you what they can do. They can buy property. And I suppose they could condemn it and take over easements too. And also they can employ necessary labor and assistance. Says it right here. They have the power to employ people. And then if you flip to the back page, it says, is this another unnecessary layer of government? They say, oh no. This isn't another layer of government, except they have the power to tax you and buy property as an entity and to hire people, right? And you get to vote for them. One of them, once a year, for a 5-year term. How cool is that, huh? Well, if this isn't another layer of government, why do they hold elections? And why do they have the power to tax you? I don't know who wrote this thing. It's anonymous. It says Brockport, Sweden, Clarkson Fire District News. But you know what they say? If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And when you get to vote for people to represent you in a layer of government that has the power to tax and buy property and hire people. Sounds like another layer of government to me, doesn't it? To you? Yeah. So, once again, as I said to you in video number 2, put your media literacy hat on. They're lying to you here. They're very good. I get kind of a kick out of it. I like to meet the person that wrote this. Because it's just, it's so great how they do this. All residents of the district will have the right to vote for those who create the fire district and spend the fire tax dollars. Unlike the residents who get to vote for town supervisor and town councilmen and village mayor and village trustees who enter into contractual negotiations about how fire district services are going to be provided. I'd much rather have my board of trustees in the village of Brockport, or if I lived again in the town of Sweden or the town of Clarkson, trust the supervisor and the town council people to negotiate fire protection services rather than have 5 commissars who have power under themselves, who have vested special interests in developing a budget to buy equipment and resources and perhaps hire people. That's the fox in charge of the hen house. I mean, that's just insane. And so I think that the current arrangement of having a fire protection district with Brockport and Clarkson and Brockport in Sweden is a far superior, believe it or not, more democratic way of providing fire protection services than it is to have it socialized, where you have 5 commissars who are independently making these decisions and are held accountable to no one. So again, I think that whoever wrote this fire protection news is a great public relations person, because they make it sound like the residents are going to have more input and more say because they get to vote for one of the commissars, or every year vote for one of the commissars. It's nonsense. You have a lot more control right now talking to your town councilman and your town supervisor or your village board trustees and village mayor than if you had 5 independent people who are autonomous and are accountable to no one. Absolutely no one other than the voters once every 5 years. Okay? So that's it for this commentary. They're trying to make it sound like the formation of a fire district would be more democratic. It's my view, and the view of many other people who have studied this. It's actually less democratic. It's one of the least democratic forms of government that we have here in the United States. Voter turnouts to fire district elections on the second Tuesday of December are dismal. Here in Brockport, Sweden, Clarkson, if you had 100 people come out to vote, that would be a lot. A lot of times in the fire districts, they get 40, 50 people. And, of course, fire districts are spending millions of dollars. So I think it's a very bad deal. It's Dave Markham for the Brockporter. Till the next commentary, peace.